Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Coffee with Old School, a special edition. Now, guys, we got some things to talk about. Hold on, let me share this thing. I keep forgetting to share before I actually get on and get going, but that's, you guys have been here with me before. This is what I do. So today, the discussion is simple. Today, the discussion is happenings yesterday in the promo run. I feel like, we need to discuss this. Sorry, guys, hold on. Okay. Back to business. Sorry, folks. I feel like we need to discuss the happenings of yesterday. Was it handled correctly? Um, what was it blown out of proportion? Was there too much said, but enough said? So let's get into it. So yesterday, first thing in the morning, I wake up, get my coffee, sit here watching Facebook, and boom, a promo by Hollywood Haywood, a guy I know very well, get along with just fine. Uh, he drops a promo. On this promo, he pretty much calls out a promo artist for some things that, well, we all don't really want to, deal with in life. Let's go ahead and get it out there. Racism. That was the discussion. Well, that was the implication in the promo. Now, before we get too far into it, neither Coffee with Old School or Premier Promo Federation endorses, supports, or even allows racism, sexism, anything bashing religion, talking the politics, any of that kind of stuff. Okay, we do not allow it. That's why PPF has been drama free from all people out there in the promo realm, because we stay pretty, neutral when it comes to things like that. We don't give opinions. We don't we don't sit here and incite the drama. We don't sit here and allow the drama. Sorry, folks, I'm catching up on all these chats now. In on my screen up here is about 9 or 10 different owners. Okay, 9 or 10 different owners that I've been talking to yesterday. Let's talk about first in the group that it happened. Did the owner handle it correctly? Did the owner, I don't know, address it? Did the owner do what should have been done? In my humble opinion, no. He did not do what should have been done. Okay, and listen, I'm not knocking the owner, so let's not fucking go there first place. Okay, let's be honest. This is what should have happened. Okay, so let's say this happened in Premier Promo Federation. What would have happened first thing, as soon as I saw all this, that said person would have been suspended from said group. That person would have been waiting until I did some investigating and I did some talking and I got some proof and I got, everything I needed to get. Okay, because this is what happens. Groups tend to walk away from things like that. So group owners tell me yesterday they weren't doing something because they don't need to be associated with that. Not necessarily the group, the person, and it's the stigmatism around it. Okay, if you walk out and say I want to kill all the women in the world, now you're a sexist pig. You know what I mean? You're going to get labeled. So do I feel that the label is correct? Okay, so there's two sides to the coin. I don't really want to read the statement. Okay, I refuse to, honestly, because I don't want to give it any more clout than it needs. But I figured we need to discuss this today on Coffee Old School. The statement was made. It's two-headed coin. The way some folks look at it as, it was a very racist comment. Okay. The way a couple people I saw, they just believe that he was generally making a statement. Where does old school stand? Once again, I'm going to tell you. I stand at the point where I have separated myself from said promo artist. Okay. I removed him from my group yesterday. He don't perform over here, okay, in PPF, but he was still a member of the group. I officially, in my capacity as owner, removed him. Talked to my board, we removed him. You know why? Because a lot of people in the group felt that it needed to happen. Okay. That is what you call a group killer. That's the atom bomb. Okay. That's the meteorite in space coming at Earth. It's a planet killer. You allow it to stay in your group without rectifying it, fixing it, getting everything done, your group's going to die. And like I said, this is not a shot at the group and or the owner. But as an owner, I would tell them, even though, we know the guy thinks he's Vince McMahon. Listen, bud, that kind of controversy does not sell, as you see. A big event went to a two-group event. That's pretty crazy. And then you got guys out there preaching promo unity, promo unity, promo unity. I think it can happen. It can't happen because of things like this right here. Here's the reason why. If promo unity was really a thing, every single group would have suspended said individual until an investigation was done. Every single group would have said, he's got to go until I know. Okay? So now you sit here and you go, what do I do if I find out that it was bullshit? You apologize to said promo artist. You explain to him that you were saving your group. You explain to him that this affects more than just him. But some people are worried about views, likes, membership, and not the integrity of the group. I worry about the integrity of my group. A lot of people walk around going, oh, PPF's protected. You're fucking right, I protect it. I protect it from crap like this. Because guess what? It does not happen in PPF. I do not allow it in PPF. I do not support it in PPF. A lot of big accusations thrown out there yesterday, though. But I still circumvent and stay away from the drama. Okay? I only work in VOH as a promo artist. I own Premier Promo Federation along with 3 brothers. And we stand on we stand on what a lot of people want to call a higher merit. And the reason I call it a higher merit is because I will not, if I get a whim of that, so okay, we'll call promo artist A Bob and promo artist B Cindy. Cindy accuses Bob of sexual harassment behind the scenes, asking to see, boob pics, etc., etc., etc. Well, Bob is going to get suspended, okay, until I, get screenshots, not of the boobs, dear Lord, but of the said conversation, the proof in the pudding, stuff like that. So that's the first thing I did in my investigation yesterday was, hey man, is there screenshots? Boom, 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 all up here on my screen. Boom, 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 boom. There's screenshots. Then I go and I watch a couple different things. Now, mind you, like I said, this was a couple-hour conversation yesterday. I started out with the gentleman who put the actual video out. I did have a video call with Robert Haywood, who plays Hollywood Haywood. Then I talked to a couple other group owners. I'm not going to put those names on the spot. It's not my place to do that. But after the screenshots were seen, listen, I think the biggest problem of it was never denied. Nobody ever came out and said, that's not what I meant. That is exactly the wrong thing. That this is not what I want. This is not what I said. And now, unfortunately, it's rolling downhill. Because then I also get a message middle of the night last night, early this morning, stating that said individual's own tag team partner has separated from him. That's not good. Okay. my tag team partner, the Roughneck, supports me in every way. I support him in every way. If this would have been him and that would have went down, I would have gotten the facts. We would have had a long discussion. But here, now, think about what I just said there. Maybe the tag team partner got the facts and didn't like what he heard. I'm just, listen, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying it could be what happened, okay? So now, where do you go from there? What happens now? I think said group owner of said promo artist really needs to sit down with him and decide. Because if not, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to be the normal trickle down effect. People are not going to work with the said promo artist. People are not going to want them in their group. People are not going to want to have anything to do with them. But that said group owner, okay? Now I do know, listen, shit gets misconstrued. Shit's accidentally taken the wrong way. That can fucking happen, and I fully 100% agree on that. But I don't know if it's that way in this case. I've known the gentleman for a couple of years. I've had many matches with him in many different places, and have I ever seen a racist bone in his body? No. But I also had a buddy of mine, well, former buddy of mine, that we opened Premier Promo Federation together along with my son 5 years ago. And 2 months into running the organization, he made a racist statement, and I separated myself from him. And I would have never thought he'd say that. I would have never thought he'd be like that. But we exposed a lot with that gentleman in the next couple months. So we don't mention his name. He's dead to us. PPF has strived and thrived since his dismissal and removal. Now, is that what needs to happen? Does this guy need to be dismissed and removed from all promo groups? In my humble opinion, which is just me, once again, on here is my opinion. Everybody's got opinions. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. I think that most groups right now at this point in time should probably remove that gentleman until this is cleared up. Because the waters will get murky. Things will get misconstrued. Group owners will be told they're supporting racism. And if I'm wrong, you guys can tell me I'm wrong. But I've been in this game for 8 years, and I have seen groups fall for less. Just because the mass amount of groups around them agreed with something that was said. Okay. Now, I know some owners are going to walk out here. I don't care what they say. It's my group, and I don't think so. And well, buddy, that's good. I'm glad you support your guy. You will probably have him for a very long time, because I know for a fact that I have talked to at least one owner that said, well, I'm going to leave him here until, it goes sideways. That could backfire. That could bite them in their ass. You know what I mean? Some folks could see this as, oh, well, he supports him too, and we're going to leave that group, and we could lose membership in that group. So for me, I think the person that is in question right now should remove himself. He should tell owners until, people believe what he says, or he can prove what he said was misconstrued. I'd remove himself from said groups. That way, he's showing them that he gives a fuck about their group. Okay. It isn't just a me thing, and And then I get a message too this morning, and they're like, dude, you really got to go check it out, because not only did said promo artist make supposed racist statement, said promo artist is now being rewarded by the group owner and getting put in their mainstay championship matchup, because their champion, due to this, relinquishes and vacates the title. Whoa, that's big. When your champion vacates over something like that, you got to take it seriously. You can't just say the show must go on, because now you're Vince McMahon with Owen Hart laying in the middle of a fucking wrestling ring. And we all know what people thought of him for doing that. So now you've got to decide, what is the integrity of your group? What do you want people to think of you? Because if I'm looking from the outside in, which I am, and in my humble opinion, when his own tag team partner separates himself, then I may need to make sure my group is safe. Because this could hurt very badly. This could end a promo group's reputation. This could put a smear on their championship belts. And it's a sad, sad fact because here's what I've said for years. There's so many great promo artists out there. Just some of them make dumb mistakes. Some of them make stupid comments or statements. And I got a good friend. His name's Troy. He plays the Hellhound, Handsome Rex. He will tell you that Old School holds his leash pretty tight as the dog. I try to keep him out of trouble. I try to keep him from making mistakes. I keep him, as in line as I possibly can. He's a grown ass man. I don't have to keep him in line. But per se, I know what group owners are looking for and what is a bootable offense in many group chats. So I try to help him, make sure, because he's been new for a little bit to the game. But he's become a very respectful individual. He's having fun. And I joke when I say I pull on his collar and make sure he can't, get in trouble. He's a grown-ass man. He knows better. But this situation here needs to be rectified by the group owner, or let's be honest. Let's eliminate the group owner, okay? The promo artist himself needs to release a statement. Do something to say, no, that's not what I meant. Because the longer you sit here and you do not address the situation, brother, it looks even worse for you. It looks even worse for the promo artist that is in all this shit. Racism will never stand in the promo realm. And, I feel bad for the groups that this has affected. I can't apologize because I didn't do it. But just know this. As a group owner myself, I respect the integrity, the creation, and the creators of said groups. I respect the honor, dignity, and loyalty that these folks have to their groups and their morals. Everyone knows that Old School is one that is very big on loyalty and morals in a group. That's why PPF is called Protect. So, with all that being said, folks, today I think needs to be a redemption day. By the way, on a positive note, PPF, Little Sweet Memorial Show happening today at 3 o'clock. I'll be there with Big Justin, Big Head. We are going to crown a brand new Resolute champion. We are also going to crown the Little Sweet Memorial champion in the Rumble. Please join us. Feel free. We will be on YouTube, me and Justin, the official voice of PPF, and myself, Old School, the owner, will be there to call the action, have some fun, remember a great brother. So let's have a positive note today. Let's all enjoy. Let's all have fun with the PPF today. And once again, to all the groups out there that this has affected, promo artists, friends of mine, I wish you all the best. I wish you all a better, future in promo. Maybe, just maybe, we can see a difference. But sadly, I don't see that. Sadly, I don't see a difference happening because some groups love this kind of stuff. Some groups love when something like this happens, and they tend to go, well, it'll sell. It'll be a great program on screen if they go on screen together. Well, guess what? This is what it's going to sell. Group deletion. Yeah, it's not good. And, let's be honest. I did notice, too, that the promo done by the artist doing the accusations was removed. Why would you remove it? Some could say that's protection. That's protection. So, I wanted to get on here this morning and get it done, get it discussed. Not because of me, because I got a lot of phone calls. Well, Facebook calls. You guys know what they are. By the way, salute. A lot of Facebook Messenger calls. Talked to a lot of owners yesterday. Talked to an abundance of promo artists. And sadly, the feeling is the same across the board. everybody thinks this doesn't look good. So I wish everybody the best in the situation. PPF has definitely uh, decided better for itself to remove said promo artist from our group, just in case he felt like he could promo here. I'm not going to allow that to the situation to clear it up. And he can get mad at me. He can not like me. Uh, it's a factor of decency and respect. Okay, so PPF Saturday, 3 o'clock, little sweet memorial show. Something positive to look at today. Let's all take a new step, a step forward in the promo realm. Make owners accountable for the actions of their promo artist. Let's make the promo artist accountable for the actions of himself or herself. Let's make the promo artist have to deal with said issues before they promo. This should be handled now. It's gonna get bad. But this has been Coffee with Old School on a beautiful Saturday morning. A little bit of rain here, but still a pretty beautiful day. Going to enjoy the show today, and then I'm going to enjoy a week's vacation with my wife. She's off for a week, and I'm going to enjoy spending time with her. Um, so I don't know how much I actually be on screen. Oh, wait a minute, I'm on screen anyway. I don't care. It's part of my life. I love promo, and that's why I did this show this morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Quick show, 21 minutes, 22 minutes. I don't need 3 hours, don't need 4 hours, don't need 500 likes, don't need love, don't need shared. I just need you guys to hear and understand that this is a big, big problem. Have a great day, folks. I'm going to get out of here because my dogs are barking at anything and everything, and that's never good. I love all you guys. Have a wonderful day.